That's really awesome. What are some of your goals heading into 2020?
I want to call my family every day. Like I want to stop using the word busy because I feel like the word I'm too busy. No, I'm not. I'm fucking an Instagram model. Like what the I had to post a picture of myself on a fucking in LA living my best life. Like, yes, I can answer the phone.
Welcome back into another episode of Livin Large. It feels good to say that, guys. We got a good old-fashioned interview for you today. And on the interview is the beautiful 5'10" IG model, wannabe actress, Katie Bell.
Hi.
Hopefully she'll be an actress very soon. We talked a lot about her upbringing in Florida, some of the things that she struggled with, her life with Dan Bilzerian and working with Ignite. And we talked about some of your fears upcoming in 2020 and in your career and whatnot. Guys, drop a comment down below. What are some things that you guys fear that maybe we can talk about on the next episode and help you guys out with? Really good episode today. Drop a like, please, if you're watching on YouTube. And if you're listening on a podcast app, please rate us 5 stars. Let's get into another episode of
The Two-Man Show?
Livin Large!
Did I get it wrong?
We're back, baby, with our first guest in a very long time besides George and Trisha, Miss Katie Bell.
Hi.
Round of applause. Thank you for being on.
You're welcome. Thank you for having me.
I just want to preface this episode and let you guys know that Katie is very, very nervous. She's never been the star of a show. And she took 2 shots of vodka prior to this. So if she falls over, that's because she's wasted.
No.
How are you? You came from getting your iPhone fixed. How'd you crack your screen?
I kind of threw my phone and I got mad and it hit the wall.
Wait, why'd you throw your phone?
I was upset.
At?
I can't tell
a boy?
No. Maybe.
So a little bit of background on you. I did some research. I saw.
God.
Oh, look at you pulling out your gum. Okay.
Sorry.
I saw that the guy that does the Before They Were Famous, he did a video on you. So I got a little research on you. Born in Palm Harbor, Florida. Let's talk about that because he showed a video. He kind of made it seem like it wasn't a very nice place.
Yeah, I saw with the rain and stuff.
Yeah, he's like, well, there's an RV park right here. And
that's the one part that's really shitty. But once you keep going down, it's a little bit better. And it's little palm trees. And there's I live actually in Tarpon Springs, which is on a dock and stuff. So
so you lived on the water?
Yeah.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah. But I did go to school at Palm Harbor.
Did you like growing up in Florida?
I did like growing up in Florida because I met a lot of good people, and I feel like it taught me a lot about myself because it's kind of a nowhere land if you think about it.
What do you mean?
Everyone goes there to die. It's like God's
because retirement.
Yeah.
You sound so morbid.
I mean, everyone goes there to die.
No, that's true. I mean, a lot of people go there retirees because there's no state income tax, right?
Yeah, I have no idea about anything about taxes. Don't ask me about that.
Yeah, I know a few people that have moved there. A lot of people out here in LA are actually from Florida. Wait.
Yeah, I feel like Abby Weatherington, I met her and she's from Florida. My landlord's from Florida. Everybody's from Florida.
So tell this story about your landlord and your dad.
What do you mean? Didn't
your dad used to live in the same place you're living now?
Oh, no. Okay, so my dad he has nothing to do with my landlord. But my dad was in the Marines, and he lived right off the street that I'm living off of, just a couple streets over when he was 19. And
in LA?
In LA, yeah, right off in Studio City. I'm not going to name the street because I don't even following me. But it's right over there. And I'm like, what the heck? Because I never even knew my dad lives in California. Mm-hmm. Isn't that weird?
Yeah, why did he move back? Or is he from Florida? And then
no, he's from, he was born in Paris. And then he moved to Kentucky. Big difference, yeah. I know. But if he didn't move to Kentucky, then he wouldn't have had me. So Kentucky, woo. But yeah, and that's pretty much it. And then to Florida. I don't know why he came to Florida. I think my Nana got married, and then that's how I came about.
Right. Okay. So in my research that I was doing, you used to work at a vape shop. What was it called? Lizard Juice or
Lizard Juice.
Why did you get that job?
Why? I mean, I don't know.
What is Lizard
I was 18. Juice? I had no job. Lizard Juice is a vape company.
Does it still exist?
I think so. I don't know. I haven't heard from them in a while. They still try to get me to post for them now. They're like, hey, how you doing, Katie? I'm like, okay, no. But anyways, it's a vape company. And I started off working at a little kiosk in the mall as running the kiosk, selling e-cigarettes to people who were trying to quit smoking. And then I became a manager.
Okay.
And then I moved to the corporate office. I worked there for 5 years, by the way.
At what age? Like 18?
I started when I was 18, yeah.
So how long have you been out in LA? Because you're only 24 now.
For like a little bit over a year.
Oh, so you're fresh. You're a baby.
Yeah. Well, no, I like to think that I'm not a baby here anymore. Because I'm not doing the stupid shit anymore. But like.
Yeah, we'll get into that in a little bit.
But yeah, Lizard Juice, vape company. And I got all the way up to being the head of customer service and director of social media. Mm-hmm. And then I came to LA randomly because I never thought that I would even be here.
Right. So obviously, I mean, everybody knows your background. And if you guys are unfamiliar, you used to be an Ignite model and with Dan Bilzerian.
Yeah.
And you guys dated, yeah?
Yeah.
Openly. And one thing I think is really cool about you is like, I know like a lot of people when they break up and they like, you know, like don't date that person anymore. They talk shit about them. Yeah. But you've never been one to like talk shit about Dan, and you're always like super grateful and show like so much gratitude towards him.
Yeah.
Why is that?
Because I feel like first of all, I wouldn't be where I am today without him. Thankful for him for that. Also because I feel like him and I just had a special like connection where like even if we were to break up, we're still going to be friends forever. Like,
right.
He's like one of those people that will be in my life forever. We don't agree on a lot of things, but yeah, he's a good person and I'm grateful for him.
Yeah, that's really awesome. I mean, I've only met him one time, but very nice guy to meet.
Yeah, he's
I went to his party. I saw you there.
Yeah.
But that's really cool. That's something I think that's very rare. I feel like out here, especially like if people like want to cut people off and like talk shit about them.
He's from Florida too.
Oh, hell yeah.
Yeah.
So yeah, I think that's really cool of you. I think a lot of people, I mean, you're kind of shy when I first meet you, and you're like kind of, I feel like
I am like that.
Well, you're not shy now that I know you.
Yeah.
But I feel like you're a little shy right now because I'm like interviewing you.
I am.
Is it weird to like, because we're friends, so now I'm like not acting as your friend. So is that weird to you?
I don't know. Like I'm still so weird, like behind the camera. That's why like vlogging for me, I'm like, what?
But just act as if the cameras aren't here and we're having
I'm trying.
Because this is me getting to know you too.
Really?
We haven't really gotten to know each other. We just hung out, had a good time, whatever.
I've told you some things.
Yeah, you've told me a little bit. Did you know, fun fact about you, your name, Katie Bell, is a character in Harry Potter?
Yeah, I did know that.
Oh, fuck, you knew that. Yeah. Well, let me read something about this character in Harry Potter and tell me if you resonate with this character at all. Any of these things. Katie was a friendly person who was very interested in Quidditch. She was also kind and gentle. Harry Potter once noted that of the Quidditch pitch, she wouldn't hurt a fly. Furthermore, she disliked those who had a pure blood obsession. Katie believed that there were no difference between purebloods and muggleborns, as she became particularly angry with Malfoy called Hermione a mudblood, showing her to be very tolerant of individuals of different blood statuses. Katie was also brave and determined since she was sorted into Gryffindor House and was a member of Dumbledore's army. She's courageous. Yeah. Do you resonate with that? I feel like you resonate with
everything besides the blood stuff. Yeah. Because like I feel like I am brave. Like I came out to LA.
Yeah.
You know, I feel like that's brave. I feel like I am gentle, but I'm not always gentle.
Yeah.
I can be aggressive.
I mean, I've never seen your aggressive side, so from what I know of you, you're gentle.
Cool. Well, good. I hope you think that way then.
Was that something hard for you to do to move out here? Because when I moved out here, there was no question. It was like, bam, I'm moving out here. I didn't even think about it.
That's a good question because like, I don't know. I kind of like just did it. Yeah, I was scared, but like I knew somewhere, like even before like I moved out to LA that I wasn't going to be in Florida forever. And
why is that? Why didn't you want to be in Florida forever?
I don't know. I felt like that just wasn't like where I was supposed to be. Like, you know, when you feel like right somewhere, like
yeah. I
always felt like out of place. Like all of my friends and boyfriends wanted different things. Like they wanted to settle down, have kids and get pregnant. I'm like, no, thank you. I'm good. And like, I feel like I just wanted more in life because I feel like I had not the best childhood. So like, I've always wanted more and I've always had dreams. And like when I had the opportunity to move here, I was like, hell yeah. But it was easy moving out here. Like that was fine, packing up my shit and leaving Florida. But like actually being here, like away from my family after a while is hard. But like after you like kind of, you know, adjust, it's better. But I'm still adjusting. It's still hard. But yeah, getting out of there was easy. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah, no, I mean, it's a good thing to talk about, I think, for like a lot of listeners because everyone, I mean, mean, a lot of people that listen would love to, you know, move out to LA and pursue social media and pursue whatever acting, whatever it is they offer in Los Angeles. And it's always interesting to hear people's like stories on why they moved out here and if they were comfortable doing it. Why is it, do you think, that you didn't want to go like the traditional route of like go to college and settle down with your high school sweetheart and have kids and stay like, you know, in the same hometown?
Well, I don't know.
Was it Dan approaching you that opened up that opportunity and that door, or was it something that you were like exploring before that opportunity came about?
Like, I've always felt that way. Like, I've literally always felt like I wanted to do more, and I've never wanted to really be in relationships with anybody. And I feel like, I don't know, it wasn't just Dan. It's just something, you know, in like your heart, I guess. It's just how I felt.
Mm-hmm. And then you mentioned your family. I read something that your dad had cancer?
Yeah, he had cancer in his lymph nodes. It's like the doctor said if you're going to get cancer, it's like the best kind to get.
Oh, okay, cool.
It's because it's easier to like, they know how to like get rid of it and stuff. But yeah, he had cancer for a year and he went through chemo and stuff. And he had like gray hair and his hair grew back brown, like, and longer.
Oh, what?
I was like, what the fuck, Dad? You look good.
Damn. Well, he's cancer free now, yeah?
Yeah, cancer free now.
That's
and
awesome.
so is my mom. Cancer just runs in my family.
Oh, wow. So I wanted to talk about that if you're comfortable talking about that. You mentioned you didn't have like a solid upbringing. What is it that you mean by that? Because I'm sure, you know, I for one, great upbringing. You know,
yeah.
I mean, we all have my parents are extremely Catholic, very religious. So I was definitely disciplined pretty hard. But I'm sure people, you know, a lot of people have tough upbringings and they don't think that they can maybe make it out of their hometown or make it out of their situation. Yeah. But like, I mean, you're a prime example of there is hope.
Yeah,
you know
absolutely. That's like my goal is to like, you know, change somebody's life, because for me, like, I didn't have a mom growing up. Like my mom, like, we're still in each other's life, but like she abandoned us when we were a kid, when me and my sister were kids, and my dad was there for me. But like my dad couldn't take care of me, so then we lived with my grandma and grandpa. And then it's just like kind of like not having that mom figure really does affect kids when they're just born, that attachment they need. But I feel like I'm grateful for everything though, because I feel like I'm special in that case because it's made me stronger. And I feel like I'm more of like, I don't know, I feel like that's also made me like why I want to do more in life too. So I can like, you know, change other people's lives. But I don't really want to talk about it too much.
Yeah.
But like it is something that I do like when I'm more like comfortable like talking behind the camera and stuff, like I'll talk about more because I do hope to change somebody's life. But I just think everyone should know that no matter what you're going through, like there's always a way out. You just gotta like do it, you know? It's just a mindset. It literally is.
Yeah, and you talked about with me, your mom's recently entered back into your life.
Yeah. Her and I actually like every like Friday we send like 10 things we're grateful for. Because I read somewhere that it like cures depression. And I feel like she's my mom. Excuse me. She's my mom. So like I love her and I don't want to like have any resentment.
Right.
So like, yeah, we talk every day. Like she's my best friend.
That's really awesome.
Yeah.
I think that's super important because I think, especially out here, you can like forget what you're grateful for and you can take a lot of things for granted, especially I'm sure you've had a lot of cool opportunities, you know, working with Ignite, with traveling and just like the house you lived in, like just a very luxurious life. And it's really important to like sit back and be like, because like I've brought people out here from Ohio and they're like, whoa, this is fucking crazy.
Yeah, they want to live here.
Like, and you just mentioned your brother is coming out to visit and you're like, I don't know if I want to go out with him. Like,
he's going to never want to leave.
I know.
But you got an extra room. I'm going to stay.
Yeah.
No.
But that's really cool that you do that. I
think everyone should do that. Everybody.
10 things they're grateful for. What is something you're grateful for?
I'm grateful for being in LA.
Hold the mic closer.
I'm grateful for being in LA. And that's like a new one for me because I kind of started to hate LA because of just like a lot of things I went through.
Even after like just 1 year?
There's just some things that have happened where I'm like, holy shit. Because like in Florida, people like nobody's like out to get something from you, you know?
Right.
And like here, I don't know, I stopped being grateful for it, but now I am grateful for it because like it is, like you said earlier, like a lot of people would want to be here and stuff. So I'm learning to be more grateful for being here and minus all the bullshit, you know. I'm just going to focus on myself and take this opportunity that I have and just be very grateful for it and do good things with it.
Right. I think especially when you talk about like people are out to get something, right? I think that all comes down to perspective in a way. You could look at it like that. But if you just, I think the thing that's always been in my head is like successful people don't worry about other people. So even if people are trying to use you, like, yeah, you don't want them to walk all over you, but like if you're successful, you're not going to worry about them.
Yeah, you know exactly. No, I agree.
And
I'm just very like, I'm very just a caring person.
I know you are, yeah.
But like I'm trying to just like, I'm growing every day. So like I realize that you can only help so many people. Like you have to help yourself, you know?
Right.
But I'm finally at like, I think that point in my life, which everybody has to get to that point. And now I'm like, all right, fuck, I can't like be worrying about everybody else. You know?
Right.
It's
I'm the same way. I always want to make sure and go out of my way that everyone's like good.
Yeah, I know you are like that.
Yeah, there's a lot of times where I like lose track of myself, and like I think I'm in the same stage as you right now. Like I went home for Thanksgiving, and I was just like, damn, I really was in the same position as you about LA. I was like, fuck, I don't know if I want to live here anymore. Like I live alone. I'm lonely. Like I don't have anyone. I have family here. And then I went home, and I was like, it reminded me that home is much shittier than Los Angeles. That's so true. So I was like, damn, I need to come back and work so much harder. That's why I've been back I've been back in the gym, 5:30 a.m. waking up, back on my meal plan, like working, finally posting vlogs again. Like, and that's what makes that, it reminded me why I moved out here in the first place. And like, you need that.
You really do. But like, I don't know. It's like you have to grind before you can get to where you want to be happy. You know?
Yeah, absolutely.
It's not easy to be successful. Like people that are successful do the things that other people don't want to do. So like if I'm feeling sad because I'm lonely, like tough up. Like I have to like get over that. It's like doesn't matter. Like move on.
100%.
Like step forward every day. But I'm like getting back to that like motivation. It's just harder. I feel like because I literally dropped everything, literally just dropped it, and then I came out here and I was like, what the fuck?
What was that like? Because you came out here and I'm sure you didn't know anyone.
I had Abby Rayo, Rice Gum's girlfriend. She and I moved out here at the same exact time.
And you knew each other?
We just met like one time at a party.
Got it.
So then we moved out.
But how did you get to that party? Like for someone, like for me, no, this is like a real life thing. Like people want to move out here.
Yeah.
For me, example, I moved out here. I didn't have any friends. I got on Tinder to meet girls just so I had someone to talk to.
That's awesome.
But how did you go to a party already? You just moved here.
Well, I knew Dan. So I met Dan because I sent him a little DM, slid in the DMs. And he responded.
You slid in his.
Yeah, he responded, bro. I was like, what the fuck? It's like Dan Bilzerian responded to your message because I had my notifications on then. And I was like, like through my phone. And then, but Abby, like she like wanted to do something for like an event. It was like one of these parties for an event. And I happened to be there because of Dan. It was like a business thing. And I met her there. And then we became like really close. And then I was like, you want to just move to LA together? Because I needed a roommate. And we both kind of were just like, fuck it. Like, risk everything. Because, like, why not? We don't have kids. We don't have nothing holding us back. So we came out here. And it was hard because we both kind of went our separate ways because we have different paths. But we always stuck together. And then you just kind of, I'm just a mingler. Like, when I'm out, like, on camera, I'm a little bit shy. But, like, if there's, like, a group of people around, I'm with my friends. Like, I'll make friends, you know? But like, it's easy. It's just, you got to be careful what friends you're making. That's
actually funny. Cause when I first met you, it's always interesting out here because I feel like everyone knows who everyone is. Like I knew who you were on Instagram, obviously, and you were hanging out with my friends, but I expect like, I don't know, when I met you, like, oh, you're Katie Bell, like you're Ignite, like face of Ignite, all this stuff. I was like, I don't know how you're going to be, but you were super like personable and approachable.
Yeah, I was approachable.
Yeah.
I'm very like, every time I meet like a fan or something, I just give them a hug. Like, what's your name?
You're super chill.
I don't know. I just love everybody. You know?
But you're not doing Ignite anymore, right?
No, I'm just because I want to do more mainstream and stuff. And like, it's not, I can't get brand deals if I'm working for a cannabis company. But like, I still support Ignite. I still smoke Ignite, smoke Ignite. But like, I just want to do more, you know?
And what does that look like for you? Like what is more to you than, you know, what you've been previously doing?
More.
Because you're on billboards and stuff. You're everywhere. Like,
well, I don't know. I feel like I want to have kind of like, I want to do more going on trips and like vlogging and stuff and like, trying to make money and like for my family and stuff. And like, I don't know, following my dreams, like acting, singing. Everybody can say they want to do that stuff, you know?
Right.
I just feel like I have to hustle to get there. But I don't know, one day at a time, one thing at a time. I'm just going to, anything that I do, I want to like love what I do, you know? So until I get there, I don't know. I'm still kind of floating around, figuring it out.
What are some things, you know, because to the outside world, I think Instagram and social media, it makes it look like we have this perfect life and everything's fucking rainbows and butterflies and so great. What are some things that you struggle with that, you know, maybe people don't see, that you don't throw on the gram, that you don't talk about, that you just, what are some things?
I feel like feeling alone, really, because, and yes, we have like friends and stuff and like people on the internet, but like the internet really does kind of make you feel kind of like you have, I don't know, it's so hard to explain, as in like you get portrayed as like this kind of person that you're not, in a way.
From the outside world, you're saying?
Yeah, from the outside world. And then you also, for yourself, you feel like if you don't, I don't know, like how people in real life think of you and like Instagram, you see them, I don't know, I can't explain it. It's like, I don't know.
Why don't you showcase more of like who you are in real life on your Instagram?
Because I feel like also I don't want to say the wrong things. That's another thing. Like this all happens so quickly.
Right.
So that's another thing people don't realize is like, I don't really know what's going on. So people are like, oh, you don't have a personality, you don't do this. I'm like, I don't fucking know what to say.
Right.
What am I going to say? Hi, I'm doing this today. Like, I don't really think that I'm that special to do that. But like, I feel like people are kind of a little bit mean on the internet and just assume like, because you have fake boobs, like you're not smart or you're, you know, but everybody's just a person, you know. I feel like everyone should just be nicer.
Yeah, I think 100% on that.
I don't know if I went off topic with that question.
No.
But like,
that's definitely, I think, something that a lot of people struggle with, especially if you have an insecurity and you like see a comment about that insecurity, then like in the fucking back of your mind, you're like, fuck, like they think that about me and I already thought that about me. So like, it definitely can affect you. But I think with your personality or whatever you said, you don't know what you want to do or don't know how to vlog or whatever. I think just from my advice and from my experience, like I started the same way. Like I filmed like 5 vlogs before I posted a first vlog. And looking back at that first vlog that I actually posted, it's terrible. And the first 5 practice vlogs were fucking horrible. It's just something you kind of have to figure out as you go, you know? It's like you could like watch other people and observe them, and like it's like you can't really have a coach to tell you what to do.
I don't really even like to see like what everybody else is doing, because I feel like then I'll like try to like make it exactly like that, you know, and I don't want to do that. So I've been just trying to just do some videos, but it's just coming out really
well,
funny.
I mean, you've showed me footage and it's funny.
Yeah, I don't know.
You just gotta do it.
I think that like I'm just nervous. That's another thing people don't realize about me is that I'm low key like shy, but I'm not shy. I don't know. I just don't.
You're shy on first impression, but not when people get to know you. Yeah, in my opinion.
I need to work on that, like, because who really gives a shit? But I don't know. I don't feel like everyone deserves to see the real me, because it's great.
Did you go back for Thanksgiving?
No, I didn't.
No, but are you going back for Christmas?
Yes, I am. I'm going until like the 3rd of January.
Here's my question, because we talk about LA being fake and people in LA being fake, right? The whole outside perception of LA is like, oh, everybody's fake as fuck, right? Mm-hmm. When you go back to Palm Harbor, Florida, population 60,000, RV park on the corner, do people treat you differently now?
I feel famous, and like I never felt like I really had friends. Like I would like try to hang out with people, and it would be like nobody wanted to hang out with me. And now
back in high school,
like I never got invited to the parties. I didn't make the cheerleading team.
Same.
I was like, why? I'm tall.
I didn't make the cheerleading team.
Back spot, whatever.
I didn't get invited to parties, and I didn't make the baseball team.
And like I feel like guys were kind of just like they would pretend to like me, and then like I remember one time like I even hooked up with a guy. Like I really really liked him, and then we hooked up, and then. Not like having sex, like hooking up is like making out back then. But
back
like
then.
that was in like 10th grade, and then he was like, "Oh well," he just like stopped talking to me, like he used me, and it was just really shitty. Yeah, it was really shitty, and I feel like now that like I'm out here, they're all like in my DMs, like, "What's up?" And I'm like, I remember when I like had the biggest crush on you, you didn't look twice at me, bro. Out of here. Fuck
That's
that.
one thing. Yeah, I mean, because my brother, he says stuff like, oh, LA's fake as fuck. Everybody out there is fake. But then I thought about that. I was like, there's so many times, like I said, like I wasn't invited to parties back in high school and I didn't make the baseball team and people didn't fuck with me. And then I came out here and I started to grow a little following and now I'm famous. I'm putting that in air quotes for you guys listening. And then I go home and everybody's like, wants to hang out. They're like, what are you doing tonight? They're inviting me to stuff.
So it's fun.
Like, yeah, it's dope. But also it's like, LA isn't the only place that's fake.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like fakeness exists everywhere, but it's just about how you look at it. And I think that for the outside world to say that LA is fake is like, you got to like look at your people too, you know?
Yeah.
Like
not everybody's all trying to ride the wave.
Yeah. And even when I think back to like, you know, high school and like in the neighborhood, right?
Mm-hmm.
Like you couldn't let the neighbors know about like drama in the family or
they would tell on you.
Oh, they're going through a divorce. And then like, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like everyone's like,
everybody's fake.
Everybody's fake to an extent. They try to hide things. And I think what's cool about me at least and a lot of vloggers is we don't really hide a lot. And that, in my opinion, is not as little fakeness as you could be. Like everyone knows they know when I lost my virginity. They know like my birthday. They know where I live. Like they know where I've lived and who I've dated. All these things. Like I've showed them me.
Yeah, exactly.
And I think that's the most important thing to be successful on social media in today's day and age. People just want to know more and more and more. That's like the podcast. That's why you're on, because people want to know more. Yeah,
I guess that's true. Everyone's trying to know something. But like, I don't know, I enjoy it because I never got to feel that way in high school. So now I'm like, yeah, everyone loves me.
I love going
I'm not going to lie. It's nice.
Yeah, it is really, really nice.
But I would never like ever hang out with them like unless it was at a bar.
Yeah.
Like, fuck that shit.
Yeah,
We're not getting lunch or getting our nails done.
When I went back for Thanksgiving, guys, I haven't talked to you since. I went out to a bar in Cleveland with people from my hometown, and I got fucking almost beat up. I didn't tell you this story, did I?
You did, I think.
No, I ordered an Uber.
Oh, no, you didn't.
No, yeah, I ordered an Uber for all of us, and I'm standing outside the bar in Cleveland downtown, and I open the door to the Uber. It's like a town and country SUV or like one of those minivans. I got it for the group of people. I open the door, and 6 people just get in. Random ass people. I'm like,
what did you do?
Hey, it's my Uber. They're like, no, it's not. I go, yeah, it is. Look at the license plate. It's the same thing. It's this car. They're like, no, they wouldn't get out of my Uber. So I'm like talking to the guy in the front. I'm like, hey man, it's kind of messed up. Like this is my Uber. Like, and you're not gonna get anywhere.
You were in the front seat. Like
the guy was sitting in the front seat, and he rolled down his window, and I was like, dude, like this is my Uber. He's like, nah. I'm like, yeah, it is. He's like, we're not getting out. I was like, I mean, you're not gonna go anywhere because I'm gonna cancel it. Like, so the guy's not gonna take you. Dude grabs me by the neck. Like
what the fuck?
Yeah, he's strangling me. The girl in the back seat reaches through the front seat and starts punching me in the face.
Fuck no.
Swear to God on my life.
Oh my God.
Guess what I'm doing the whole time?
What?
Laughing.
How are you laughing?
I was drunk and also like, I don't know, I just was laughing. And my friend, I asked him the next day, I was like, yo, like, did I punch him back? He's like, no. all you were saying the whole time was, hit me, you fucking pussy. You won't fucking hit me. Fucking punch me.
You're such an instigator.
So, well, I think the reason, because I've always been told like the person to throw the first punch is like accountable.
Yeah,
so, like,
you
if
are.
he punched me first, then I could hit him back.
Yeah, self-defense.
And like, yeah, in my head, I was like, oh, this guy's sitting in the front seat with a seatbelt on. If he punches me in the face, he's not going to really be able to get far. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So I was just telling him to hit me. He never hit me. He let go. And then I just started to laugh. And then I was like, dude, come on. And I was like, all right, you guys can go. And then I just canceled the Uber and then ordered a new Uber. And then I got to my friend's house and my chain was off. And like he ripped it off and into his car, into the Uber. So I called the Uber and I was like, yo, like I need this chain.
Poor guy.
Yeah. And I was like, I'm not going to like report you for this, me being beat up by people that were in my Uber. Because the Uber driver didn't even try to do anything.
Oh my God, really?
He was just like letting I'm like, dude, I was like, Uber driver. Like
he probably didn't want to get his ass beat. What the fuck?
I was like, this is my Uber. He's like, and I was like, so then he came back, he gave me the chain. And yeah, that was my story.
Oh my God, that's awful. That's scary. I would have beat that bitch's ass.
I know you would have. I think even if like George was with me or anyone, like they would have fought, but I'm not a fighter. I'm a lover.
Uh-huh. Alrighty then.
But that's my crazy Cleveland story.
That's nuts.
You know, you like in the news, there's always like, there used to be that trend going around where it was like type in Florida man and your birthday.
Yeah.
So I'm sure do you have any crazy, weird Florida stories?
Me, like that I've done or that
you've done or you've seen?
There's this girl, I think she like went to like a high school like an hour away from mine, and she like got pulled over for having like cocaine and stuff in her car. And she like asked the officer, she's like, can I please suck your dick to like not go to jail? And like it went all over the news because like that's illegal. So she went to jail for
bribing.
Yeah.
So the guy was like, no.
Yeah. She's gross. God, she's probably listening to this. But like,
do you know her?
I know of her.
That is insane.
Yeah, like that was just, I remember that going around Florida. I was like, what the fuck?
Did you ever get arrested or anything? Or have you ever been arrested?
No. One time I had to do community service.
For what?
Because me and my sister, I was like, I think it was like in 6th grade and she was in 8th grade. And me and my friend were having a sleepover and we realized she like went out, like snuck out. Mm-hmm. Like, let's go follow them. So we like followed them. And
she snuck out of your sleepover?
Out of like hers. We were both having like a separate sleepover.
Got it.
And then like we followed them because we thought it'd be fun. And like we followed them to a park and we didn't even know what like alcohol and drinking was. And I was like, what is that? And like we were just starting drinking alcohol. Like
you were?
I wasn't. My friend was. She got so drunk that I lost her. But anyways, we were at a park after dark and the cops came and they had like dogs and stuff because if you're trespassing, like they bring dogs, so you don't know. And my sister got away and I got caught. And I was like, my sister, Ashley Otherville, is in there. And it's fine if we can't find her because I know where she lives with me. We both had to do community.
So you ratted her out?
Yeah.
Why would you rat out your sister?
Because I don't want to get in trouble by myself. It's scary. So like we didn't get any like charges or anything. We just had to do community service. And I did it at a library. And it was awesome. I had so much fun.
Wow, a library. They took it light on you.
I never ever would be in trouble with the cops again after that. It scared the hell out of me.
What do you think? I know you're a big marijuana advocate. I, for one, don't smoke weed.
We all know that.
I hate it.
You live in a non-smoking building.
Yeah. Do you think marijuana should be legal everywhere?
I think so, yes, because I think if alcohol is legal everywhere, I think weed should be legal everywhere because weed has never killed anybody as alcohol has because liver failure, all that fun stuff. And it also makes people depressed and angry. But weed just makes you chill and happy. Like, why not?
Yeah, I think it's interesting. It's legal here. It's legal.
I think it shouldn't be legal because then the prices will go up. Keep fucking doing it illegally because that's just way cheaper.
Yeah, that's actually interesting. It's so, because when I was growing up, back in my day, my parents engraved in me that weed is like, it might as well be the fucking heroin.
The devil's lettuce. That's what my grandpa calls it too. I was like, don't call it that.
But then I moved down here and I see people just like smoking it and they're chill and I've never seen any issues from it. Like, alcohol definitely makes people way more different than who they are. Than
I get
weed.
sad. Like, I'll cry.
On alcohol?
Yeah, like it makes me sad. Like, I don't know, like depending on like the time, like, it's a depressant.
Yeah, I've been definitely aggressive on alcohol back in like college when I would drink whiskey.
Whiskey's good though. I like whiskey.
I drink tequila now. Actually, I'm not drinking right now.
How long have you not been drinking?
2 weeks.
That's a long time.
Yeah.
I think I went like 4 days.
Well, yeah, let's talk about that because you got caught up in like the party scene a little bit. We both did.
Yeah,
like, we were going
really
out,
bad.
We were going out a lot.
Yeah,
till like 4 a.m.
Ew.
Yeah. You're not really partying too much right now.
No, I haven't been doing anything. Like I haven't been to the club.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Do you think it's why do you think it is that I mean, I'm going to say it. I think being an alcoholic almost, not saying that you're an alcoholic or I'm an alcoholic, is like acceptable here.
It is. I think everybody is degenerate.
Yeah.
Like I feel like that's just the scene. Like that's LA. Like it's not even that. I feel like everybody in LA can just just likes to get fucked up. But like for me, I can't really do that because I don't do all the things that I need to do the next day.
Right.
Like my mind isn't as creative. I'm just like, and then I'm like trying to get cute to go out, like wasting precious sleep time. And then like, it's not the vibe if you're like, if it's consuming your life, you know?
It's crazy because any night of the week you can go to the club. You know?
Literally.
Like you got Tuesdays at fucking Avenue, Wednesdays at Warwick, Thursdays
ridiculous.
at this
Animals.
place, Friday, Saturday, like Sunday day drink in Venice. You know, like it's insane how much and how you can get sucked into it.
It's so fast paced too out here. There's
which
always a
I
party.
enjoy that. I enjoy the fast pace. But how do you manage to like how did you manage to get yourself out of like being sucked into that? Like, did you wake up one day and you're like, fuck, I can't do this anymore? Like,
well, I think a lot of it has to do with me being almost 25. Like, I've already done like the whole 21 and like be an idiot stage. But I think to get out of it for me, I just realized like a lot of the people that I was like getting sucked in with, like, didn't really care. They do, like, they're good people, but like, they don't really care like at what you're gonna do in your future. Like they don't, they don't have your best interest at heart. They may do, but they don't think about it. You know, they put themselves first, and that's cool because that's what everyone does in LA. But like for me, as being sensitive as I am, like I would rather like be around people who like enrich me in life and like who I can have like conversations with and like not get fucked up. Because then I also realized like going to the club, like you don't really talk to anybody. You're just sitting there. I feel like you're just standing there, everyone's kind of dancing around. It's kind of weird. Like I think about it, sucks, and I'm just like, why am I here?
Right.
But like some people like that. Like each his own, I guess. But for me,
it's definitely
it
like
had its course.
You are who you hang out with is a real thing, and like like you got to realize there's got to be a separation. Like some people out here, you know, they got it. Like their parents have made a good living, and the kids are just, you know, living. And but there's people like us where it's like, oh fuck, we got bills to pay, we got rent to pay, we can't. You have to know what your lane is. You can't be like, oh, I want to party with this guy all the time because he's partying, but he doesn't have bills. You know what I'm saying? Like, so you have to be able to like separate the two. And I have like groups of friends. I feel like I have my party friends, I have my work friends, I have like my fucking day one ride or die like homies.
Yeah, I feel like we're the same in that because like we can just do whatever and fit into whatever like group, I guess. But like for the partying, like I think it's better to do it in spurts anyways. Like everyone, because it's like if you don't drink all the time and then you go out and drink after not drinking for 2 weeks, you have a great fucking night. Right. It's like drinking for the first time again. Yeah, yeah. But like if you do it every weekend, it's like, what the fuck? Exhausting, it's exhausting.
What are some things that motivate you? In terms of like work and life, and is there a person? Is there things?
My family and now my followers, because they're so sweet. Like the messages that I get, like the things that other people see in me, I wish I could see in myself sometimes. It's always a growing process, but I feel like I always want to make my family happy and proud of me, and I want to like take care of them because like they did so much for me growing up without having a mom, like everyone in my family that was there for me when she wasn't, kind of thing. And like, fans and my friends, like I want to be a good example to people and I want to help people. I just love, I don't know. I'm like the friend that wants to like pay for everything, even if they don't have money. I'm like, nah, I got it. My bank account's like $100. Like literally, I don't know why, but that's just me. Yeah. That makes me happy. So that motivates me.
Yeah. It seems like you have like a really kind heart.
Yeah.
Why?
I'm told.
Guys, come on, slide in her DMs. Get this girl.
No.
Pay for her things.
No, I don't need any distractions. Please.
That's really awesome. What are some of your goals heading into 2020?
I want to call my family every day. Like I want to stop using the word busy because I feel like the word I'm too busy. No, I'm not. I'm fucking an Instagram model. Like what the fuck? I have to post a picture of myself on a fucking in LA living my best life. Like yes, I can answer the phone. So that's one of my goals, to talk to my family every day, especially my grandpa and my grandma. Another goal is to stop being so hard on myself and to save money and be better at that because I'm not good at that.
Yeah, that's definitely a difficult thing out here. And I think everything's relative, right? Like people are under the assumption that, you know, Instagram influencers and social media people make all this money, which they do. They do make a good living, but also cost of living out here is extremely high, you know, like
it's
rent and
awful.
food. Yeah. Uber, whatever it is. Like, that's what I always tell people. It's like, yeah, like I do well. But also everything out here is 4 times more expensive than where you live. So if you make $100,000 in Ohio, you have to make $400,000 in LA, like to be equivalent. You know what I'm saying? So it's
honestly, it's very discouraging sometimes. You're kind of like, what the fuck? Like, where'd all my money go? But like, it just makes sense. But like also budgeting, like you can budget. Like my apartment is too expensive, but like that's the price you gotta pay.
Right.
Like Steve Jobs, he said something how he would like eat ramen noodles for this long. And he'd walk to and from work, which was like this many miles. I was like, damn, if this ass can fucking do that, like you don't have to fucking go out to dinner and catch every night. You don't have to buy Balenciagas and fucking whatever Rolex watches like until you can, you know? Yeah. And I think when you moved out to LA and you get all this money, like you're like, what? Like for me, I went from making $30,000 a year to what I do now. And I was like, what? Okay, like then you're just kind of like throwing it out there, and it's just you can't do that.
Yeah, you can't get caught up because it's not forever.
No, it's not.
Like
and this
social media shit.
Me looking like this isn't forever either. So I better step my game up.
Well, yeah, even Elon Musk, he like, I listen to motivational videos, and he was saying that he had the choice to rent an apartment or rent an office, and he rented an office, and him and his brother slept in the office. Like on a bed, and he would code at night. And
that's legendary.
If his girlfriend wanted to sleep over, like she had to come to the office.
That's hot.
Yeah. But like that's dope. And look at him now; he's fucking making a Cybertruck.
Literally, like I think for the last couple weeks, me and my roommates have been just literally eating cup noodles, and like we were forced because we didn't save our money, and we both stopped working for brand deals. But like it made us think, like, yo, like. We're surviving perfectly fine, and we look great. We're not eating that every day.
Cup of noodles? Is that ramen?
Yeah, you just like, it's literally like in a cup, and then you just pour the hot water in it, and it takes like 3 minutes to make, and it's 90 cents.
Wait, can't you just get ramen? Why do you have to get it in a cup?
I feel like that's like a whole
too much
process. Work? Yeah, it already has everything in.
I feel like that's like the college diet. That's what I.
Yeah, the cup of noodles.
I had ramen.
The ramen, top ramen or whatever.
Yep.
Yeah, but you don't want to like have to get out of a pan and like cook it and like.
I did.
I would just put like
chicken flavor in top.
Well, that shit already is in the cup of noodles.
That's fire.
Yeah, that's good. Like I could make really good ramen noodles if I tried, but like, you know.
That was what I had in college because we spent all our money on alcohol.
Really?
So what we would eat, well, I had flex points, you know.
Isn't it crazy that your alcohol and the food we spend all of our money on, just like we never get to see it again?
I know, right?
It's so annoying.
Yeah, food is like definitely sucks to spend money on because you need it for survival and you just shit it out.
Yeah, and you don't want to drive anywhere in LA, so you're like, yeah, I'll spend $50 on one acai bowl. Yeah. Like, I don't even get full after an acai bowl. I'm still hungry. Like, what the hell
only
is
reason
this?
I don't like eating the ramen noodles is because there's high sodium content in them.
Yeah, well,
but they're fire.
We're not here. We're not here for a long time. We're here for a good time.
You and Trisha should hang out.
She like ramen noodles.
She likes spicy noodles. Do you like spicy?
I like. It depends.
She eats these ones that are like super spicy.
Really?
Yeah.
See, it depends on how spicy it is. Like I'm okay. Maybe mild is good for me, just a little bit.
But a cup of noodles aside, and you know. Whatever. What are some of the most luxurious or dopest experiences you've had with your life in the last year out in Los Angeles? It doesn't have to be in LA, but what has been a cool thing you've done?
The first time that leaving Florida, I got picked up on Dan Bilzerian's private jet.
Oh shit.
And it was so cool because they were like smoking weed on it and shit. And I was like, whoa. And it was cool. And then also going to his house, and then
his house is insane.
Yeah, it's honestly like it's kind of. I lived there for a month, and I was like, "What do I do? What do you mean? I can go bowling right downstairs? Like, what the hell? Like, it's too big." But I feel like that's the most like luxurious thing. Like, yeah, I've been to parties, but like I actually lived in this house for a month, and I was like, had these people making me breakfast every morning. I was like, "Do you guys ever like?" It's okay, let me make my own breakfast. But like, it was cool, but like, I don't know. I'm so used to doing things myself. So I feel like that was luxury.
Right. That's pretty his lifestyle is insane. Like he has like when I saw his house being built and I saw it being built and I asked my friend, I'm like, yo, what business is going in there? His house is like a fucking business center.
Yeah. It looks like a hotel almost. Yeah.
And I was like, he's like, oh, that's Dan Bilzerian's house. I'm like, what?
He doesn't even really like his LA house that much because he likes his Vegas house, which is way more dope. It has like turtles, trampolines, like paintball course, like everything in there. Like that's a cool house. And like it's more homey. His LA house, like you said, is businessy. Yeah. And it's like too nice. I'm afraid to like touch anything. I might break it.
I know. And I've
already broken so many things in his house and I've crashed his car. I'm not allowed to touch anything.
Did you crash his car?
Yeah.
How?
His Range Rover.
Oh my God.
I like was parking and like it was a little, I thought the spot was going to not be as tight as it was. And I hit the other side of the car next to me. Yeah.
Oh man.
That was fun.
Damn.
He forgave me.
Yeah, that's actually, it's really interesting the way like he's built the house, which many, people of his caliber have out here, like the Jenners and whatnot. It's built so you don't have to leave, like there's a gym, there's a pool, there's a spa, there's cooks, there's what else? There's fucking probably an arcade or some shit.
Yeah. Anything
like, bowling alley.
Bowling alley. Yeah, there is an arcade and there's a smoke room. There's a hammock. Inside of his house. Yeah. I mean, it's pretty cool, but like honestly, I don't know. It's nice, but I couldn't live there by myself. That would just be scary.
That's
like there's monsters everywhere.
He throws some pretty fucking badass parties too.
Yeah. Guys I can't believe like you were there because like I didn't think guys were allowed at his party. So when I saw you, I was like, what?
Well, I know Eli got me in.
Oh, Eli.
Yeah, it was crazy. We talked about it on the podcast right after. There was like probably like 1,000 or so girls and like 100 guys.
Really? Oh my God. That party
was nuts. You were
pretty
pretty slammed at that party.
I was wasted. My name was Jessica Rabbit. That wasn't Katie. That was Jessica.
Your alter ego.
Yeah.
So when I have Trish on here, we like to have thought-provoking questions where I Google some questions and then we dive into it.
Let's go.
So I've got a list of Google questions, and I just typed in questions to ask a girl.
Oh God.
Okay. This could be cool. This could be fun.
It could be really bad.
We'll rapid fire a few of these. What is the most unusual fear you have?
I feel like I'm scared of commitment.
I feel like we all are.
Next.
What is your favorite TV show?
The Office.
The most ridiculous argument you've ever had?
When I've like lost, when I thought someone stole something of mine, but I had it the whole time.
What do you wish people would stop asking you?
Are your boobs real or fake?
What's the biggest lesson life has taught you?
It's better to leave things left unsaid sometimes.
Yeah. What is increasingly becoming socially acceptable?
Being an idiot. Just kidding. Puffing.
Really?
Puffing and drooling.
I thought people were dying from that.
Oh, so that's not socially acceptable?
This is a good one actually for me to understand. What's the worst and best thing about being a female?
The worst thing about being a female is that going into a room, guys automatically just think sex. And the best thing about being a female is that you can just make them think. Most guys are stupid that you can play. They think that you're dumb, but really you're smart. So, because they're always thinking with their dick, not their head. So it's like you can reverse psychology them.
Oh, is that how we think? I don't.
No, I'm just kidding. But also the best thing about being a female as well is that we can have babies. That's beautiful.
Yeah, I will let you have the babies. I don't want babies. I think that would be the worst thing about being the female. What is something a guy would do, like, or maybe has done that's creeped you out? Like, give me a very uncomfortable situation story that you've been through with a guy.
There's a lot.
I love these.
I feel like,
because dudes are weird, man.
Dude, besides like asking for pictures of my feet or stuff.
What?
Yeah, like that stuff I feel like is pretty normal for girls on the internet with clout these days. they want pictures of their feet. But other than that, guys like just like creepily like coming up to you and like grabbing you and like
that happens.
Yeah, that happens all the time. I'll knock them out.
What?
If I have to.
I don't understand how guys have the audacity to just go up and like put their hands on a girl. Like, I can't believe that that's a real thing.
Dude, or like when the guys don't like get the hint that you're just friends. That's another one. Like where it's like they ruin your friendship. Like this
they make a move on you?
Yeah, this kid once, like, he's probably watching this. Like, he's literally fucking crazy. But like, I was like, I'm so, like I said back to when I said I was too nice. Like, I don't know, like when you know when you move to LA and you're still kind of trying to find out who your friends are. And you hang out with those people and you're like, you kind of stop talking to them. But like, I feel like one time, like we were just hanging out, we went smoking and he just like brought his backpack. And like, he's like, he was going to get an Uber from my house, like after we hiked, and he just like wasn't leaving.
So he slept over?
No, I told him he had to leave. And like, I literally like had to like convince him why he had to leave and why we couldn't just sit there. Cause he kept going like this. And then he went like this to come right next to him. And I was like, this is why I can't have guy friends. Like you just can't.
That's one thing that I think is cool about LA more so. I feel like, I don't know, I was that guy in Ohio, right? Like, you hang out with a girl and you like want to hook up or whatever.
Yeah, but you know, you can get a hint. Like you can feel if it's a vibe. If she wants it, she's gonna like, you'll know.
I think, yeah, in LA, I have so many friends that are girls that I've literally like, that's what they are.
Like know? If I'm calling you bro, like you're a bro.
Exactly. And I think that's really cool out here. There's like a lot of, the assumption that you're like fucking isn't really a thing.
Everyone thinks that they ship us on my Instagram, by the way.
Yeah. Oh, me and you?
Yeah, they ship us. I think we're fucking.
Oh, I have a few comments in the vlog that I had you in.
Do they ship us?
Yeah, they ship us.
They're cute.
What would our ship name be? Matey Bell.
Matey
Bell.
Ew, or it could be.
Or it could just be Marky because your ends in Katie.
Yeah, Marky's
cute.
Markady.
Matey Bell.
Matey Kel.
Well, guys, thanks for coming on. I feel like I got to know a little bit more about you. We haven't had like a real conversation about like life.
Yeah, that's true. Now we are behind the camera.
I hope you guys enjoyed this episode of Livin Large. It felt good to get back into the interview. Drop a like, drop a comment, give Katie a follow.
Thank you.
She really needs it.
I really do, guys. Thank you for having me.
And we will see you guys next week on probably the Tumen Show. I'll try to have, we'll see. Bye.
Bye.